Hello everyone and welcome to the 133rd episode of the Top 5 Weekly. Now for those of you that are new here, this is a series where I take a look at the most popular workshop creations on Steam, analyze each one of the creations, discover their features and test them out here in Stormworks. But before we get started, if you are enjoying my videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button, and while watching, let me know your comments of the creations in the video comments below. So all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this week's episode. And starting off with the first creation of the episode, we have the Boeing 747-400. Now this is meant to be a one-to-one recreation and apparently has a very advanced LNAV and VNAV autopilot systems. There's a whole bunch of other features in there, including a 215 seat capacity, so you can really transport people around using this. So let's go and spawn it and see how it works. And spawning in the first creation, this plane looks really cool. Really nice looking plane. Reactor's definitely got the shape down there. You can see the sloped wings. Just the overall body looks really cool. There are a few points here and there that aren't exactly flush, but I think the creator's done the best job they can using the wages that we have here in Stormworks. But really quite nice. Now there's not much on the outside of this, but let's go inside. Now I'm just going to go and quickly free cam inside here. So we've got a couple of little seats here with some monitors. The seats are numbered, so they can be used for Stormlink, which is quite nice. Got a ton of seating. Wow, so much seating in here. That's really cool. And this keeps on going, doesn't it? Nice. Let's go up. So we do have another level up here with some more seating inside. Yeah, some more seating, some monitors and things. Little stoves. Very cool. Let's go up into our flight deck. Bathroom. Cool. So flight deck, very large. Apparently with tons of features in it, so we're going to check this out. Also going to try and follow up the starting procedure from the creator as best as I can. It's a lot of different things in here. So let's try and get this going. So we need to get our standby, our battery. Let's go and get our APUs and that on. Gates. Going to need our bus ties, engine gens, okay. Hydraulics we will need later on. We're going to get our fuel pumps. Going to get engine bleeds on, APU bleed on. We can turn the APU off once we get up in the air. We got some dampeners there, fire suppressants. We can get engines started and engines on too. Let's get our nav lights and strobe lights on at the same time, and let's get our engine hydraulics also on. Cool. And also need RS nav on. We also have a bunch of lights here. So economy lighting, galley lightings, ooh. And then a bunch of things here. So let's go through. So no smoking, fasten seatbelts, radio, flight plan. Okay, so this is the flight plan stuff that we'll check out in a few minutes. We've got disable parking brake, which we'll probably need in a few seconds. I'll actually leave it on for now. We also got the monitors. Ooh, these monitors are cool. So we've got a artificial horizon map, throttle, and flight plan. Now, how the creator's getting this to look so small and so cool is more than likely they're probably using a projection screen. That means that they've got a bigger monitor hidden somewhere in their creation, and they've got a camera facing it, and it goes to this. So that's really cool. That's a proper flight plan, just like, oh, that's really cool. All of our VNAV and alt to hold stuff is up here. Cool. So let's try the waypoint stuff. So we're going to enter in a waypoint, and I think we enter it in here, and we do add waypoints. And that should have added it to the legs. Yep. So we've got one leg there. We can add another one. So let's do over here, go around those islands. So another one in, add it in, that's 2, and then we'll tell it to go over there, enter it in, add waypoints. Now this also does have an approach mode and an auto landing mode, which is pretty cool. I think that's really nice. We've got an altimeter also if we want to use that. You can see our alt here, we can adjust that. So we can adjust our alt here, let's do 1000 or plus minus. Cool. We've got an alt hold system, heading hold, VNAV, LNAV, auto throttle. We've got our flight director, which we can play with in a few seconds. Cool. That's so nice. But so many features and things we can play with. Parking brake off. I don't know where flaps are though. I haven't seen anything for flaps anywhere. I might have missed it. but I didn't see anything unless they're part of this. Let's go back. So route flaps 200. Okay, maybe the flaps are auto. Oh, could be wrong. Okay, cool. Let's go and throttle up. Look at that. So cool. Keep it nice and straight here. Oh, I think we need to take off because I'm worried about that mountain. Man, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, land gear up. So that should then fold all this away. Yep, look at that. Very clean. Doesn't fold away. A little bit of it's glitching through, but okay. Let's go and level off here. And let's get our flight director on. Let's get our... We're going to do alt hold. We're going to do autopilot. And we're also going to do LNAV. Get our throttle down. I don't think we need to be going at this much throttle. Okay, so we should be following our autopilot stuff now. It should be going, yep, you can see we're going directly straight away to our first point on the map. Great. Cool, just like that. Wow. That is so cool. Are we doing 1,000 alts? Nearly 1,000 alts. Okay, speed, yep. Very cool. Get a little more throttle on this thing. Man, look at that. We're just going... Oh, yep, there we go. We're going to our next waypoint. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. You can do full-on, like, flight sim stuff here. So cool. Get our light down if we want to. So nice. Oh, man. This is really cool. You can actually really have a good time with this. Once you obviously play around with the LNAV, VNAVs, and all the flight plans, and figure out how that works. Man, you can have a lot of fun here. Got approach, auto land, autopilot, which we got on at the moment. Very, very, very cool. Little backlights on the monitors there. We got resets for any fires or cautions. Very cool. So guys, I would definitely recommend you guys go and check this plane out. It is really cool and really detailed. You can have a lot of fun with this. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation, we have the SMR-2350. This is a small marine reactor. Now this is meant to be for a prefab stuff that you can pretty much drop down in the ocean or on land and pretty much just produces power for you, and you can get electricity from it to either power your submarine or a base or so on, and it's all completely self-contained, which is pretty cool. So let's go and spawn it and see how it works. And spawning it in, you can see we've got like this long cylindrical piece to it. Looks like it's got some connectors on top. Okay, so there's one connector over here, rope anchor at least. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of handles and things. Any other way of lifting this? Okay, we've got a old-fashioned electrical connector and a new electrical connector. Okay, also got a release option there. Okay, pretty cool. It looks like we also got some more rope anchors here at the top. Okay, so maybe that's how you would lift it. A whole bunch of pumps and things hidden underneath here. Looks like we've also got water there, either maybe for refilling the chambers with water for the cooling. And you can actually see in here, you can see all the rods and things. That's pretty cool. Also got electricity here at the front. And then we've got connector release, boiler pressure and overpressure tanks. We've got unlock system. We've got system on off. Ooh, some nice screens. You guys know I love that. And we've got reactor on and off. So it should be starting. There we go. So core is currently heating. And what do we have here? So reactor heater. Okay. And then we've got boiler temp and generator, how much power it's producing. Okay. Oh, okay. So a little like warning screen over here. And this is just obviously temperatures. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Very nice and yeah, self-contained. I like how the creators got everything just built in. Really nice. You can obviously add to the outside of your base, and I'm sure this will produce more than enough power. I think this produces over 200, yeah, what, 2,000 kilowatts? Yeah, which is pretty cool. Nice. Also can be apparently refilled. I wonder how can you refill? So just, I'm guessing just the water the creator's referring to in terms of refilling. Okay, very nice. And you can see our temperature is going up, and then eventually we will start producing some power here. Yeah, and then green is, I'm guessing, when the temperature gets up to full spec, everything should go green and we should be producing electricity, I'm guessing, from this. Okay, so a couple more seconds. Water pressure. There we go. Yep, and we're starting to produce power. Cool. And you can hear that generator turning. Cool. So a lovely little cool creation. Very nice. I like it. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation, we have the ARCM-3B Gannet. This is a anti-ship cruise missile that was designed to be added onto any surface or any actual ocean vessels, and designed to obviously go and shoot at any ships, which is pretty cool. And apparently this is TV operated. There's a whole bunch of features on it. It's got an anti-jamming system and a whole bunch of cool things. So let's go and spawn it and see how it works. And spawning in the next creation, we have the missile system. So it looks like we get 2 modular missile systems on either one of these little supports here. It looks really cool. Guess you could just add this pretty much anywhere you want on your ship or on your base. So the missiles looks like they are constructed of 2 radars. We've got a big microcontroller pack, a fuel tank for a jet engine, and then we got some boosters which I think detach at the back here. Okay, interesting. We've got 2 of them, and we got like a little control station. So on the control station, looks like we can switch between different gantries or different missiles. I'm guessing you could stack these up and have quite a few of them, maybe like 8 around your base, and you could just switch between them. On off, and we got attack mode, either surface or direct. So if surface, if I'm correct, runs along the surface, and then direct will go up, and then you can actually bring it down. We've got a little targeting screen here, and then looks like a little map screen. Apparently the red dot shows where we are, where the missile, where the next target. Apparently there's a target there. I would like that to center on us instead, but for some reason it's centering on Beginner Island, because that's not where we are. Thinks we're here, but we're actually over here. Maybe it needs something. Maybe you need to add more logic onto it. I wouldn't imagine so, considering this is a pre-built. Maybe I'm wrong. We've got amounts of fuel left. We've got altitude, and that's pretty much about it. You can fire the missile, and it's also got an auto targeting mode. Okay, pretty cool. Now I've got nothing to fire it, and also there is no option, I think, for moving it up and down. It's only once you fired it, if I'm correct, then you can use up and down to move along. So pretty cool creation. Maybe I'd like to see this updated when we get weapons DLC here in Stormworks. That'll be quite interesting. Well, you can see the little flashing lights. I'm guessing that means it's active. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation we have is going to be the NEXXUS Intervention ROV. As its name, this is meant to be a remote controlled ROV that you can go and use to dive into your creations. Now this has got a couple different modules and different control screens and things. It looks really pretty cool. So let's go and spawn it and see how it works. And spawning in the ROV looks really cool. So we've got 2 of them over here. This is just a bare bones one, which has just got the ROV and a little control station, whereas this one is got like in a cradle, and then this is like a little container which got a control room inside it. That's pretty cool. Very nice. Let's go and just see how the control rooms work. So it looks like we've got an activate switch. Okay, and we've got speed, reset, switch camera, and depth and thing. Okay, it's definitely reminding me a lot of the ROV that we made. Looks like we've got activate death hold, hover mode. We got winch and manual mode. Okay, cool. Laser reference. Yep, you need that. Deploy arms, hull lights, spotlights that you can get on. Very cool. Okay, I like it. Surface mode. We got winch up, winch down. Now the winch, if I'm correct, is this winch here that we've got on it, and that we can go and obviously winch it down or winch it up. I don't see any indication of the length of the winch though, so I'm guessing it just goes and does its own thing, doesn't it? Okay, so switch to manual winch control. Okay, so that would be us, and then we can manually lift that down. Okay, cool. Very nice. I want to see how this one works. So this has got the whole thing, but it's just inside of a little area. Cool. Let's go and turn that on. Okay, so same thing. You can also do manual winch control. And I wanted to go and check out that arm in a few seconds. Okay, we've got flares there if we need it. Very cool. I like it. Okay, so this is a one that's in a cradle, and you can see kind of like folds a little bit. Interesting. How is the creator moving it? So got a propeller at the back there. So I want to have a look. So propeller over here. Wonder if they're using phantom stuff inside. That is possible because I don't see any propellers facing down. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I can't see any propellers facing down. Interesting how I see the craters, unless they're hidden underneath. But I didn't see them. Okay, let's see how this whole cradle system works. So we can release this. So we've got sliders, untoggle brake. So let's untoggle the brake. And then we've got booms, jibs, winch up, winch down. Then we've got a mag connector. Okay, so what do we do? This? Okay, yep. So that goes, and then will that connect over to... Does that get connected then over to our... I think maybe I need the mag connector on. Winch up, winch down. I think there's an electrical connector in there, isn't there? Winch down, winch up. There we go. Okay, so it's connected now. So now we can use the jibs, I think, to push it out, can't we? Yes, there we go. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's do the winch full out and then winch down. Let's see if I can't get it to go over the edge here so that we can just send it off. That's pretty cool. You can see how that goes and like folds. That's cool. Okay, let's get this winch down. There we go. That's really nice. I like this whole jig system. That's really cool. Okay, and you can see here's our ROV. We can obviously disconnect the maggle, and now we can go inside. Cool, and there's our little ROV. Should be just over there. It is. Cool. Okay. So what do we have? Strafe up and down, left and right, throttle, azimuth. Okay, and a few other cool things. Is there option for light spotlights? There we go. Just in front of us. We should be able to go forwards. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna push it back to automatic winch control. That way we shouldn't have to worry. And you can see we are moving. Ooh, it's very agile. Very, very agile. We can increase, decrease the depth. Activate depth hold. Hover mode will maintain target distance from the ground. Okay, interesting. Pretty cool. And then you also have the arms. We've got lasers, as we looked at earlier. Deploy the arms. So this will allow us to obviously go and pick things up. Oh, pretty cool. Again, you control the arms using what? Up, down, left, and right, and a few other things like that. Okay. Interesting. Very cool. I like it. I think it's a lovely little creation. It's been a while since I've seen someone else do an ROV system like this, so it's really cool to see it. Really, really nice to see that. Oh, there's the propellers at the top. Okay, interesting. I was looking for the propellers at the bottom. It's got it at the top. Very cool. So a lovely little creation. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next one for the episode. And moving on to the next creation, we have the SS Northumbria. This is a sinkable ship that was designed to be used by 3 people. It uses a realistic system of a telegraph system to go and obviously control it, and also is built with coal. So pretty cool. Let's go and spawn it and see how it works. And moving on to the last creation, man, this ship looks really cool. Looks like it's got a ton of detailing on it. So we've got a little way of controlling the ship from up here. Looks like we've got some life rafts on here too. Let's jump on the deck. Okay, so wow, this has actually got a full interior. I don't think I'm going to be able to explore everything, but we can try. Okay, so we've got a main staircase. It looks like we've got some more rooms in here. Oh man, look at the detailing in there. That's cool. Okay, let's head down. Let's see if we can find boiler room, which I think we need to go and obviously control this thing. So got a staircase that goes up, and then staircase here. Where does this go to? Okay, so this is the main staircase. Look at the detailing in here. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Very nice. We can go down again. And what do we have through here? Just a walkway to go around. We've got a crew area. Okay. Looks like a ladder there. Okay, let's go through the ladder. Unfortunately, there's no lights on, but I think we need to get power on first. So it's like a storage area. Then we've got lights. Lights don't work. Okay. Guessing fuel. And like, guessing just like storage again. And then, okay, here's our big boilers. And, ooh, this is pretty cool. Lights, bilge pump, no. None of the lights work. I think we need power first. Bilge pump. Okay. So you actually, so I think the creator designed this, as I said, 3 people. 1 person in here to do the coal, 1 person to do the steam on the other side, and then another person to actually drive this thing. So that's pretty cool. And you can see here, blow, steam. Okay, so you can request this from the other guy, and then you can see the lights that he's asking you for. Ah, that's really cool. Okay, let's go and light these boilers. Now, they've got stuff in them, so we should be able to just light them. And we should be good to go. I've got no lights here at the moment, as I said. And you can obviously see this. That's pretty cool. Okay. So coal is good. Coal is good. We have lit the boilers. I think we do need power. Let's light these boilers too. Okay, cool. Let's go and find the steam rooms. I think it's on the other side. Now, we do need power. Actually, I'm just going to do free cam mode through. Find it. I think it must be on this side, isn't it? There we go. Okay, found it. So we have, wow, look at this. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we have a little steam valve control station here. Ah, engine lights and things. Okay, maybe this is, now we got power. Auxiliary dynos, bilge pumps, and we can ask for things. We can ask for the boilers to be filled. Ask the boilers to be empty. So those lights back there. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then we have our steam valve here. So that's our current speed, which is nothing. We can do reverse gear. We can do engine lights also if we want to. We can see our gauge, and that's pretty much about it. Pretty cool. Main power. Ooh, sounds like we're getting some steam pressure. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we got max pressure, we got main power. Now we should be able to just come here and so we want full. There we go. Now we're going forwards. So it takes a little bit of time for it to kick in, but then eventually it does. And we're currently controlling it from down here. Interesting. And we can't do steering from down here though. And now if we were to go up, we need to go up to the top again. So this is why it's been designed obviously for 3 people. Is that 1 person will use the coal, 1 person will do the steam, and then 1 person will actually control here. So I can do stop. I wonder if it actually stops us. No, because that's just told the guy downstairs that we want to stop. So yeah, definitely designed for 3 people, but I think that's really cool. I think it's a great idea. You know, encouraging people to obviously play multiplayer and actually be in control of a real like ship here. That's pretty cool. The ship also looks really nice, and it goes quite quickly actually. What's the turn? Oh yeah, it turns quite nicely. You can see it leaning a little bit to the left there, which is quite nice. So yeah, a lovely, I don't know why there's so many flags on this thing, but yeah, lovely creation. Definitely recommend you go and check it out, and I think that's a great place, guys, to end this episode off with. As always, if you want to check out any of the creations that we have had a look at, I do leave them linked in the video description below, and I'd love to hear comments of what you think of the creations that we had a look at today. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.